Welcome to the FOCUS Broadband TV high school football game of the week. We're coming to you for the first time this season from the campus of North Brunswick High School in Leland as the 1-0 North Brunswick Scorpions play host to the West Carteret Patriots, who will be playing for the first time in this young 2024 season. I'm joined, as always, by sideline reporter Dr. Mike Maurer, and to my right, Mr. Jay Combs. Jay, got another good one on deck. Had a good season opener last week with Richlands against South Brunswick. Looking forward to some more exciting high school football action tonight.
Yeah, Sam, and I know they're excited here in Leland at North Brunswick High School, and they should be. Last year was an 8-4, 4-3 season. They made it to the second round of the state playoffs. They averaged 31 a game last year, gave up 24. Head coach Brian Davis, his seventh season, 36-30. Last week in their opener, a nice win over East Bladen by a 48-0 score. These two teams played last season, and North was the winner over West Carteret by 51-26 margin.
North Brunswick has won the opening coin toss and deferred possession to the second half, so North Brunswick will kick the ball off to West Carteret to get us underway tonight. Jay, we don't have a whole lot of intel about West Carteret. Did have some conversations with the North Brunswick coaching staff before tonight's game. Coach Brian Davis of North Brunswick said he watched some scrimmage tape of West Carteret. The Patriots ran 40 offensive plays, and 33 of those were pass plays. So don't be surprised to see the Patriots throw it around tonight.
Well, it's really interesting that that's what Coach Davis said. So the big challenge for West Carteret Patriots, coached by Daniel Barrow, is to replace their quarterback, who actually transferred to Havelock. That would be Jalen Hewitt. And that would be over a 3,000-yard passer and 35 touchdowns for the season. So his replacement this year is his backup last year. He's a junior, big guy, 6'4", $190. Tanner Payne, 8 for 17 for 71 yards. But he's got a host of receivers to throw to. Josiah Jones, number 1, number 5, Sean Cartwright, number 10, Jay Murray, and number 22, Landon Mann. These four kids last year combined for almost 3,000 yards receiving and 27 touchdowns. So that's something to build around, and no wonder Coach Davis said, wow, they like to throw it, and seems like they got some kids that can catch it as well.
And, Jay, what a start it was for North Brunswick, a 48-0 shutout, resounding victory over East Bladen in Week 1. North Brunswick scored a defensive touchdown, so it's excited to see the Scorpion defense take the field first here after the opening kickoff. Dr. Maurer, glad to have you back. What are you looking forward to most tonight, partner?
What I'm looking forward to, again, as you guys alluded to, West Carteret's supposedly going to just be hucking and chucking the football, so if they can get good blocking up front, give their quarterback time, it'll be an interesting battle to see if North is able to get pressure and how many guys it's going to take to get to the quarterback.
So North Brunswick in the navy blue breeches and jerseys with the gold helmets. West Carteret in their all whites. We're moments away from the opening kickoff. It's number 7 for North Brunswick, Holland Miller, who handles the place kicking and punting duties for North Brunswick. So he'll kick us off. Back deep to receive for West Carteret is Josiah Jones and number 5, Sean Cartwright. It's a high end-over-end kick, fielded cleanly at the West Carteret 1. Cartwright looking for running room. He was tripped up by the 20-yard line there where he's marked down, and we'll get our first look at the Patriot offense. They'll start 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Oh, again, a team that the intel early on, this is their very first game of the year, but if it's anything like last season, they're gonna put the ball up. A high-scoring team that likes to throw the ball. Averaged 32 a game last year, gave up 28, 6-5, 3-2 overall for the visitors from West Carteret.
Again, West Carteret, quarterbacked by junior number 13, Tanner Payne. Jay, that was really interesting. Took the game's opening snap, and I mean, for all intents and purposes, it was a quarterback sneak. He just followed his center up the middle, picked up 3 yards to set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, his center's Jaden Gooding, a junior, 6 foot, 245 pounds. They've got some size in that offensive line. Noah Miller at 240, Jonathan Castillo at 285. So some size to protect and some size to try to create some holes.
Swing route out to the left.
Nice.
Pass is complete, but a really nice tackle by number 22. That's senior linebacker Aiden Talley, who drops him at the 16-yard line. Loss of 7 yards on the play and puts West Carteret behind the chains early. Patriots facing a 3rd and 14.
Yeah, Talley got off to a good start last week against East Bladen. With 6 tackles, and he also recovered a fumble. So,
third and 14 from the West Carteret 16. Payne has an initial snap count, then looks to the sideline to get the play. West Carteret needs its own 30 for a first down. Got a man in motion, but that play is stopped. West Carteret did not get it off in time, so that 3rd and 14 will become a 3rd and 19 from the Patriots' 11-yard line.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seemed like that play was a long time in coming, and in fact, too long. So that's going to cost the Patriots 5, and a good time, good opportunity now for the Scorpion D to deny this first down and come out with good field position.
All right, Scorpion fan, make some noise. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 19 from the West Carteret 11. Payne in the shotgun. Got a man down the seam and very nearly picked off. Safety Aiden White was there. Looked like he had a chance for an interception. The West Carteret receiver, Jay, I think it was 10, Jay Murray, reached up at the last second, got a hand on it, maybe prevented a North Brunswick interception, but still a good result for the Scorpions. They force a 3 and out and should get excellent starting field position.
Yeah, Sam, keep an eye on the returner here for North, Ty Witters. He's really good at special teams. I think he ran one back last week, over 50 yards.
So low driving kick, and it's muffed by North Brunswick. A really, really nice play by Witters to fall on it at his own 46-yard line and save North Brunswick from what could have been a disaster, Jay. But all in all, still a really good starting field position, and we'll get our first look at the North Brunswick offense. The Scorpions will have 1st and 10 at their own 46. And, Jay, what can you tell us about North Brunswick quarterback Jonah Campbell?
Well, he's new, and a good start last week. Only threw the ball 9 times, but he completed 6 for 134 yards, 3 TDs. His QB rating was almost 110%. So a nice beginning for the junior quarterback here at North Brunswick, Jonah Campbell.
Flags stop this one. Got a dead ball, false start against the Scorpions. So some procedural penalties from both teams on this on their opening drive. So North will have a 1st and 15 from its own 41.
You know, that's something last week in our game with South Brunswick and Redlands. There were some penalties, but like they kind of stayed away from the procedural things, the things you would expect to see, early in the year. But both teams have picked one up here, and we're just a couple of minutes into the first quarter.
1st and 15 for North Brunswick. Man in motion for the Scorps. Little pop pass, speed sweep to number 16, Kane Jenrette. He made the catch, got out to the 43-yard line to set up a 2nd and 13 at the 43.
Jenrette, one of them basketball players. Kind of thought he might be. Some big guys. We talked about the West Carteret line, but some size on the Scorpion line as well, and particularly Tyrell Simpson, who is out on the right side, number 65. He goes north of 3.
2nd and 13, handoff. Got a lot of running room right through the teeth of the defense, and he may go. Number 5, Nick Green from 57 yards out. Gets North Brunswick on the board. 9-10 left in the first quarter, and the Scorpions sting first. Take a 6-0 lead. Nick Green, 57 yards. And Mike, you talk about opening up holes. Green had quite a hole to run through on that play.
Yeah, he definitely. It looked like they were able to double team, kick the guys out, and then get to the next level. And after that, he was just gone, right at the center.
So on for the point after is the other kicker. There's 2 great kickers here at North Brunswick. This is Molina Jacob, 32 for 33 last year, point after, 7 for 7 field goals.
Molina's kick is up. Molina's kick is good. So 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, North leads 7-0. Jay, here's another look at the touchdown run. There goes Nick Green.
Let me tell you, I'm not sure a West Carteret defender touched him. Nice hole at the line of scrimmage, as Mike pointed out, and it was just the rest was Nick Green. He had 20 yards on the ground last week. He and his senior running back teammate Calvin Webb. Webb with 65 yards in that opener. Nice 1-2 tandem in the backfield for Coach Brian Davis.
So Jay, maybe worrisome for other county and Mid-Eastern Conference foes, but North Brunswick was 48-0 winners over East Bladen last week, and Coach Davis wasn't particularly thrilled
That's what you were telling
with his
me,
team's
yeah.
effort. So that's got to be a good sign, right?
I would think so. Certainly a good way to start this home opener.
That's a low driving kick. Molina with a touchback. So for the second consecutive possession, West Carteret will start deep in its own territory. And Jay couldn't have scripted a better start if you're the Scorpions, right?
No, just an excellent run, of course, by Green. But, you know, the Scorps came out over the ball. Good defensive stand to start this game, and they come out and boom, 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 they're on the board. So, yeah, great start for North Brunswick.
Just a little bit.
Great penetration by the Scorps again, Sam.
Yep, Bowman was able to stretch the football across the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 40.
I think they're going to give him the 21. He got 1 yard, but that'll set up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, 33 Isaiah Green and 44 Alex Ramroth in on that stop. Excellent at the point of attack, which we'll get Dr. Maurer to talk about that. So important, at least early on. North controlling the scrimmage line. Wow.
Screen pass complete to Josiah Jones, but North Brunswick was all over it and dropped Jones for a loss of 2 yards to set up a 3rd and 11 from the 19-yard line of West Carteret.
Yeah, Josh Hauser and I think it was Witters in on the stop that time. The receiver know where to go for sure, so another 3rd and long for the visitors.
Jay, you don't see this a lot, but Payne has completed 2 passes and it has a total of -9 yards. He's got a
that
deep
might
ball.
change
He's got a
here.
man.
Oh, what a catch.
He caught that. No, incomplete. Man, what an incredible individual effort by Sean Cartwright to go up and get that ball. And Jay, he had a step on his man. I think the throw would have been a little more toward the midfield logo and not the sideline. I think West Carteret had a big play, all that, and it's an incomplete pass and another 4th and long, and West Carteret brings on the punt team, and Josiah Jones handles the punting duties for the Patriots.
Yeah, Cartwright's one of those group of receivers that came back this year. He had 57 catches for 1,000 yards last year, 7 touchdowns.
Ooh, just barely got that one away. Then it takes a sideways bounce. Then a little break for West Carteret, finally down at the 48-yard line of the Patriots. So once again, excellent starting field position for North Brunswick. And Jay, seems maybe a little silly to say so early, but a dangerous scene here for West Carteret, in real danger of falling behind by multiple scores here in the first half of the first quarter.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do, particularly on the road, is get down and get way down early. So see what their defense can come up with this time.
1st and 10 North at the 48-yard line. A good run. It was a good tackle by West Carteret's number 20, Trevor Sledge, but it was a 4-yard gain. It will set up 2nd and 6 from the 44.
Montgomery will get you some tough guy yards inside. He's a junior, 17 on the ground last week in that win.
Montgomery was one of about a dozen North Brunswick captains, Jay Bird.
They had a bunch of them, yeah.
Took the field before the game. Oh, Jay,
gotta just get
snap.
The ball, fall on the ball.
Montgomery chases it down and falls on it at the 34-yard line. 6 and 16 more. It was a loss of 22 yards and will set up a 2nd and 28 from North's own 35-yard line.
Yeah, that one looked like it never got more than about a foot off the ground, and smart play by Montgomery that time. Take the loss, play for another day.
So 3rd and 27 from the 35. Campbell drops back, got an open receiver. The pass is caught. I believe that was number 1, Leo Wiseman, but he was dropped at the 42-yard line, a gain of 7 yards, not nearly enough for the first down yardage, and it'll be 4th and 20 from the North 42.
Well, first completion of the game for the new quarterback, Jonah Campbell, and a nice catch by Wiseman that time, but it's going to bring on the punt team, and as you mentioned earlier, Sam Holland Miller handles punting for North Brunswick.
5:35 left in the first quarter. North Brunswick leads 7-0. Miller gets away a good punt. Fielded cleanly by West Carteret. That's Jones racing all the way to the sideline. Takes a big hit over there by Montgomery.
Yikes.
It was a good snap, good punt, really good return by Josiah Jones, and a really good special teams tackle by the Scorpions.
Zach Ashmore, I believe, was in on that. And, of course, as you mentioned, Amir Montgomery, big-time hit right on the sideline. Mike, I don't know if you heard that one or not.
I did. I don't think there's targeting in high school, but that was definitely would have been called in college.
Okay. Did seem a little high, but and looks like we got a West Carteret player going off, maybe an equipment issue. That'd be number 64, I think.
Carter Roberts, the senior guard.
Referees take a moment there for personnel change.
And in comes 79, Aiden Seckley. So, Jay, now it's West Carteret with a good starting field position. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 45 after the really nice punt return by Josiah Jones.
Yeah, Seckley, a big boy, 250 pounds. Ooh.
That pass a little too tall for the 6'3" junior tight end Jay Murray. It falls incomplete, sets up a 2nd and 10 from the West Carteret 45.
Yeah, that's a most of the quarterback's passes tonight, Tanner Payne, save for the one long one that Cartwright almost made a circus catch on, have been short passes that you have some confidence in, trying to give him some confidence. But so far, this defense of North Brunswick really getting after him.
I think West Carteret's going to have to burn a timeout here. Jay Bird had some personnel issues there. I think maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, only had 10 guys on the field there before that snap. So head coach Daniel Barrow wanted a timeout before the 2nd and 10 snap. And Jay, so far, and I know it's still very early, but West Carteret a little out of sync offensively early in this one, and in some of that you can credit the North Brunswick defense. They've been very prepared.
Listen, if I remember right, one of the things that Coach Davis was a little concerned about was the inexperience in the box, right, between the linebackers and the linemen. And so far tonight, a lot of pressure up front, a couple of really solid tackles. And I would say early on, at least through the first nearly 7 minutes of Q1, North Brunswick, strong defense.
Play action
got a wide
pass,
open receiver
got
there.
A man over across the North Brunswick side of the field, but Jay, we got a flag, and I believe that may be a hold against West Carteret. So the 9-yard gain is negated by a holding penalty.
Well, maybe that's why Jay Murray was so open. I'm not sure, but that's a nice little pitch and catch between the two, and then a nice tackle by number 10, Chris Webb, all for naught because of the holding penalty, as Sam described.
And, Jay, that's 10 yards from the previous spot, setting up a 2nd and 20 for West Carteret from its own 35-yard line. West Carteret on its first drive had a 3rd and 14, a 3rd and 19. Its next drive had a 3rd and 11. And now facing a 2nd and 20, so they have certainly been behind the chains quite a bit. And the North Brunswick defensive front drops Bowman for a loss of a yard, setting up a 3rd and 19.
Well, big guy in there right in the middle of your screen, number 73, Jaden Drayton. We don't have height and weight with the Scorps, but we don't need it to know that's a big dude there. And excellent play from that interior defensive line position. Mike, he looks like a big guy, number 7'3", Drayton.
Yeah, they got a couple big guys out here. Guys, one thing I'm impressed with is North Brunswick's really owning the line of scrimmage. They're not getting a lot of depth, but they're not getting pushed back either. So that's where the conservative play calling by West Carteret is basically setting up North for success. It's kind of interesting. I would look for them to start going deep because this kid has a cannon. We saw it in pregame.
Another delay of game penalty against West Carteret, and this Patriot offense just totally out of sync. They've had 2 delay of game penalties, got about -10 passing yards, a holding penalty that negated their best offensive play, and the Patriots now face a 3rd and 25 from their own 30.
Yeah, it might be a little different, Sam, for the Patriots coming in here not having a game under the belt. There's the long pass.
Oh man, wow. It was a spectacular throw.
Man, that's
spectacular throw, almost a spectacular catch by number 18, Nehemiah Hester, but Talley broke it up, and it'll force a West Carteret punt.
Was that Talley on the hit that time? I couldn't tell if it was 2-2 or 2, Aiden White. But between them.
I think Talley was on the coverage, and then White came in and dislodged it at the.
Yeah. Excellent defensive play, and forces another punting situation. And let's see if Witters can do something. Whiters, if he can do something on this one.
And Jay, North came really close to blocking the last one. So, not going to block that one, but it's high North Brunswick wisely gets out of the way, and it comes to rest at the 42-yard line. So 20 and 8 more, a 28-yard punt. And North Brunswick, which has a 7-0 lead, will take over 1st and 10 at its own 42 with 3:50 left in the opening quarter.
There's a peek at the North Brunswick sideline, and the team coming back on last year, as I mentioned, 8-4, 4-3, round 2. A lot of folks thought that they had underachieved a little bit. I mean, they were that good, but new year, new players.
Oh, he's still on his feet, Jay, coming our way at the bottom of your screen. Gets outside the corner there, got one man to beat. He's finally knocked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line at the 18, 32, 40 yards on the run for Nick Green. So, Jay, he's had 2 carries, and he is
97 yards.
3 yards away from reaching the 100-yard mark.
And, you know, I want to – we like to try to credit the offensive line, but that time that looked like mostly Nick Green, right? He delayed and got to the left, and he's got some quicks, man.
So 2 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown for number 5, Nick Green, the junior running back, averaging a cool, what, Jay, 47.5 yards per carry? Well, this time it's going to be Montgomery.
Yeah,
he's got room up the middle, and Montgomery's in. 18-yard rushing touchdown from junior running back Amir Montgomery. And with 3:08 left in the opening frame, the Scorps have taken a 13-0 lead.
Well, I was commenting on Green's play, maybe more Green than the O-line. That time the O-line had a lot to do with that gaping hole, and Montgomery's a load right up the middle for the score.
Jay, was an excellent counter block by number 65 coming from the right side, kicked out the defensive end, wide open hole. I will say credit to the running back on the big play. He did have the vision to kick out, but you have to have the offensive line sealing that side off, and it takes effort from the back side if you know the play's going away from you to still be involved in the game and make your blocks. So shout out to the offensive line on that job.
Molina's kick is up. It is good, and with 3:08 left in the opening frame, North has a 14-0 lead. Jaybird, here's the touchdown run.
Well, there's that kick-out block Mike was talking about. The guy that he's talking about is number 65, Tyrell Simpson. He's huge. I think he's around 3 1/4, 330, and already as a junior a Virginia Tech recruit. So excellent play. What a sunset we have in Brunswick County, Sam.
Hard to beat that, and hard to beat the start for the North Brunswick Scorpions. North up 14-0 after Molina's made extra point. And Molina will now kick off. He sent a touchback through the West Carteret end zone, the last kickoff. But, man, Dre, the only thing that's derailed the Scorpions so far is that one errant snap that got by Campbell. That derailed their second drive. But the first and third possessions both ended in Scorpion touchdowns.
Tell you, it helps when you have kickers that can reach the end zone.
West Carteret has started 4 possessions. 3 of them have started at their own 20.
There you go.
It's such a weapon in high school football in particular.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I mean, at any level, but when you see the kickers of the quality that North has, Miller and Molina, boy, you know, a lot of teams would be just happy with one, but to have 2,
Took the
yikes.
words right out of my mouth. Just 2 really good specialists.
Let's see what West Carteret can do. This kid does have an arm, but still trying to throw, and no way.
Handoff
That's
up the
talent.
middle to Bowman, and he picked up 3, maybe 4 yards.
Number 55 looks like on the carry there.
We'll give him 3 yards to set up a 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I mean, to Dr. Mike's point earlier, continuing domination at the line of scrimmage by North Brunswick. They're spread out now trying to go.
Wheel route, miscommunication, and incomplete pass sets up a 3rd and 7 for West Carteret.
Couple of defenders back there, though, for North, so even if there had been good communication, I'm not sure that was going to result in a completed pass. One thing when you're the backup, right, behind a kid like as successful as Hewitt was last year, you know, didn't get a lot of playing time for sure, Tanner Payne, but baptism under fire here. And their opening game of the season, one under the belt for North, and it shows so far.
There's a pitch and catch over to Cartwright, who's across the 40, knocked down at the 42, a gain of 19 yards, and the first down of the night for West Carteret. Boy, the Patriots needed that one badly, didn't they, Jay?
They sure did. That was a great route ran that time, and an excellent throw by the junior Tanner Payne. He turned and the ball was right in his numbers.
1st and 10, West Carteret at its own 42-yard line. Man in motion to the top of your screen. Give up the middle. Now West Carteret's got some running room. Still on his feet inside the 40. Drop down at the 38. That's number 6, Quali Hargrove. A gain of 20 yards and another West Carteret first down.
They've been trying to unleash him or someone up the middle and have, up until that play, no success whatsoever. But that time the Patriot offensive line did a good job of getting off the ball. And Hargrove, who you got a tip on before the game from their coaching staff, looked really good on that play.
Another give. This is Bowman trying to get around the right side, but number 15, Josh Hauser, would have none of it. Bowman ruled down at the line of scrimmage, which will set up a 2nd and 10 from the North 38.
I'll tell you, Hauser and Talley from their linebacker positions can make things pretty miserable for an offensive attack. Both strong, quick, sure tacklers.
No gain on that play. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots.
Under the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter, North Brunswick leading 14-0. Payne drops back. Got a man wide open. He's inside the 20, still on his feet. Knocked down around the 9, ruled down at the 9-yard line. A gain of 29 yards on the throw from Payne to Jay Murray, and it'll be a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line of the Scorps.
Yeah, a little drag route underneath by Murray that time, and again another nicely thrown ball by Payne, and caught the Scorps looking for something else.
So 1st and goal at the 9-yard line, 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Shotgun snap. Payne
Pressure.
is sacked at the 16-yard line. That is number 33, the junior Isaiah Green. It is a loss of 7 yards, and West Carteret now has a 2nd and goal from the 16 after the big sack on 1st down.
Yeah, big sack, and psychologically, you know, West Carteret wanted to score, but they're going to go to the quarter break down 2 scores.
So at the end of the first quarter, North Brunswick 14, West Carteret 0, but the Patriots deep in North Brunswick territory will have the remainder of their drive right after the break.
Thank you for your continued support.
And we're back for the start of the second quarter. West Carteret faces a 2nd and goal from the 16-yard line. Payne and the Patriot offense have found something here on their 4th drive. Couple nice throws and catches and runs after the catch.
No, not that time.
Nowhere to go that time.
Kane.
Jenrette
Kane.
drops the back, number 2, Jeremiah Dixon, for a loss of about 5 yards, all the way back to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Dr. Maurer, I know among many things you're one of my best wrestling experts. Wasn't there a wrestler named Kane?
Yeah, there absolutely was a wrestler. Is a wrestler named Kane. He's also the mayor of a town in Tennessee.
Wow. I knew he knew it. Well, North has got a Kane as well. Kane Jenrette. Nice tackle that time.
So 3rd and goal from the 21-yard line. Payne in the shotgun. Jay went to throw it, and it just slipped out of his hands. Now he's going to fire it to the end zone.
Oh
He got a
my, did
man. Is it a touchdown?
Was he past
He
the
was
line
past
of
the line of
scrimmage? I think I don't see a flag yet.
Far side, Jay. He was past the line of scrimmage.
Okay. Dr. Mike's right there.
I believe that Payne was in front of the 21-yard line. So what ended up being a miraculous touchdown play is going to be all for naught, I do believe. He was in front of the line of scrimmage, so
There's the signal from the lead official. So wipe that TD off.
yep, wipe that TD off the board. 5-yard penalty, and I believe we'll have a is that a loss of down, partner?
Well, they haven't changed the marker.
I believe it is. Looks like the place kicker, Willis Langley's coming on to the field. It'll be a 42-yarder from here.
So Mann is the holder, as Tom said. Listen to me. Sam said.
Sam.
Tom, Sam. Willis Langley will attempt the field goal.
Jay, West Carteret having more personnel issues, running a man onto the field. Now they've got 11. Play clock down to 5. They're going to have to hurry. There's the snap. Kick is down. It's close. And it is good. Number 3, Willis Langley from 42 yards out gets West Carteret on the board with 10:57 left before halftime. It's now North Brunswick 14, West Carteret 3. And Jay, after having 1st and goal at the 9-yard line, West Carteret went in reverse. Probably feel really good to get anything out of that after having a 4th and goal at the 26-yard line.
Well, David, I agree with you 100%. Your friend Tom came by. I asked him. He said that was good. Andy chimed in and thought, they made a little bit of lemonade out of lemons that time. They didn't get a touchdown, but they did get on the scoreboard. So that's a long kick at the high school level, 42 yards.
Well, we've seen some awfully good place kicking in this game already between Molina and Miller and Langley for West Carteret. So the Patriots on the board, and Jay, those were also the first points given up by the Scorpions in the young 2024 season. It just took 5 quarters and about a minute.
Well, Willie, that was an excellent observation on your part, because last week North obliterated East Bladen 48-0. But Sam, I agree with you. As we commented, we were talking about earlier, a high school team that has a good kicker is pretty special. North's got 2, and it appears that West Carteret may have 1 as well, and Willis Langley. By the way, a pretty good tackler last year is Langley, 65 for the season.
Oh, a little pitching wedge there from Langley. Comes to a stop.
There he goes. There he goes.
And
I told you.
Big special teams.
Whiters.
For North one.
Whiters.
The beat.
Whiters.
Whiters is gone. 79 yards to pay dirt, and the Scorpion lead is 20-3. North Brunswick in business here early in Leland.
If I remember right, Whiters was first team all special teams last year in the conference, and you got a little glimpse of it there. I know he returned a punt last week. I'm not sure it was for a TD, but the kid makes things happen on kick returns. Excellent answer by North Brunswick. So number 2, Aiden White holds, and Molina for the point after.
Good snap, good hold. Molina's kick is up. It is good, and it's North Brunswick with a 21-3 lead. 10:45 left before intermission. And Jay, the kick kind of checked up.
Yeah, what'd you say? It was a chip shot?
Pitching
wedge.
And then Waters just took care of the rest. The rest
Looky
is just
here. There's an
speed,
angle. Yeah, number 6, Hargrove, had an angle on him, but Whiter's just too quick. Excellent return. Great special teams play, Mike.
The game's 3 phases, and North is clearly executing on all 3 of them so far tonight.
And probably worth pointing out that West Carteret doesn't have much of an opportunity to make something like that happen because Molina can bang it through the end zone.
Gosh. Richard, just a great point on your end, but that goes to, like you were saying before, the field position that West Carteret's having to work with, principally because of Molina's kickoff. Did it again. Wow.
Well, Jay, that one almost went through the uprights. High end-over-end kick results in a touchback, and West Carteret will, for the 4th time in 5 drives, start this possession 1st and 10 at its own 20-yard line.
Sam, I got to check. By my roster, Molina and Miller are both juniors. Wow.
What a luxury.
Yeah.
What a luxury.
All right, well, don't take the pedal off the metal, so to speak, if you're the Scorpion defense. You got a chance to put these guys away, you ought to take it.
Bowman on the give.
Big time hit. Big time.
Nice cutting and juking and jiving to pick up 4 yards.
And Joyner that time from his defensive position. Really, really hard hit. I give West Carteret some credit. They're still trying to run the ball, a team that we thought was going to be anything but trying to establish that maybe so they can throw like that.
Got Cartwright deep, just overthrew him by about 2 yards.
Yeah, that was 6 if it was about a yard shorter. But that you saw on that play, Sam, when that West Carteret offensive line holds up and gives Tanner Payne some time, he can, as we like to say, spin it.
He can definitely throw it. He's got a good arm action, tight
big kid
spiral,
too.
big kid.
6'4", $190.
Just haven't quite been able to settle into a rhythm here tonight. 3rd and 6. Tried kind of the back shoulder throw to Sean Cartwright. Couldn't come up with it, and that sets up a 4th and 6 from the West Carteret 24-yard line. And once again, Whiters back deep for the return for the Scorps.
Dangerous guy. Good coverage that time by number 2, Aiden White, and number 10, I believe, was Chris Webb.
The Scorps want to thank Life Point Church, pointing people to life in Jesus, located at 1723 Reed Road in Leland. Services at 8:15, 9:45, and 11:15.
So that's not Jones back there punting anymore for West Carteret. Not a very deep one, but but good job just getting it away. It's down inside the 40-yard line at the 39, so a 15-yard punt. And the Scorpions really in business now with an 18-point lead at 21-3 and starting this drive 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line of the Patriots.
Josiah Jones did a great job just fielding that snap that time and wasn't able to kick it too far down the field, but he was able to advance it a little. So great field position for North here right around inside the 40-yard line.
Campbell, a short cadence, and then looks over to the North Brunswick sideline for the play call.
Towing costs.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
There's some pressure, and Campbell did a really good job just getting rid of it that time.
Jay looked like a seasoned veteran there. Escapes that pressure, just gets out in the pocket and throws it away. Live to fight another day.
Absolutely. I think it was Will Poindexter, number 0. For the visitors, Patriots of West Carteret with the pressure, but yeah, like the smarts that time and the composure of junior quarterback Jonah Campbell.
2nd and 10, North Brunswick at the 39-yard line. It's Montgomery in the backfield with Campbell. 2 receivers to the bottom, 2 to the top. Wiseman and Chris Webb to the bottom of the screen. Webb in motion. Jay, another air snap.
Fall on.
And this one's still moving around.
Could be a problem, and I think it is.
I believe West Carteret recovered it. The Patriots did. It was number 7, Peyton Lindquist, who jumped on it at the North Brunswick 39-yard line. So it would have been a loss of 22 either way, but even worse for North, it is West Carteret's possession, and they totally flipped that. North just started 1st and 10 at the 39. Now it's West Carteret 1st and 10 at North's 39.
Both teams having some issues snapping the ball tonight, and that one's going to bite the Scorps, as you mentioned. Lindquist falls on the ball. Lindquist, a good defensive player, had 30 tackles last year and 8 of them for a loss. And
Payne drops back.
Oh.
Had a man in the middle of the field open, but in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Landon Mann. So incomplete pass on 1st down, sets up a 2nd and 10 from the North Brunswick 39-yard line.
I bet they'd like to go back to that because, Mann, a very capable receiver. Last year caught 23 for 465 yards and 5 touchdowns. So well-thrown ball, just didn't catch it. Had the right call.
Connected that time on the
right
screen
call.
pass. It's a 1st down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. J.O. was trying to see who made the grab there.
I thought it was Jay Murray.
18.
Okay. That would be Nehemiah Hester. Tally in on the tackle. But there was a lot of Mike, nice-looking screenplay by West Carteret.
Yeah, you can tell North's getting a little antsy, wanting to get back there, and because they didn't block anybody. It was pretty obvious. But, yeah, great play by West Carteret. Good play call there.
Got a man in the middle of the field, nearly picked off by number 9, Carter Cox, and nearly caught by number 10, Jay Murray. And all that results in an incomplete pass, setting up a 2nd and 10 from the 28.
Boy, Cox was right around that ball, wasn't he, Sam?
He sure had a shot at it. And Jay, I think, had he not gotten up there and deflected it, I think West Carteret may have had 6.
Yeah, Jay Murray, a very capable receiver.
Bowman on the carry. Got to the 26-yard line for a gain of 2, setting up a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Josh Bowman, a junior, tailback, running back, 29 yards rushing last year, but seems like he kind of made his money defensively with 25 tackles and 1 tackle for a loss.
Actually, we'll give him 3 yards on that give, so it's officially going to be a 3rd and 7 from the 25-yard line.
And we know they're in field goal territory if they choose, so they got to get some touchdowns, not field goals.
Cartwright, the man in motion.
Got time.
Corner route,
Got
a
time,
man,
yeah.
and it is a touchdown from 25 yards out. Number 13, Tanner Payne, to number 18, Nehemiah Hester, and a big-time strike on 3rd and 7 from the 25. West Carteret's first touchdown of the night has trimmed the Patriot deficit to 21-9, 8:09 left before halftime.
Well, that was a kind of a slow developing play, a long time on that route, and the good news for Payne, he had plenty of time, and that's what we saw pregame with him spinning it around. That time, very accurate, good throw, and great protection by the OL.
Willis Langley on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up. It is good. Yeah, I'm not sure that ball ever made it to the tee.
I don't think it did either.
Somehow he got it up there and made it.
Interesting fact, no tee. There was no tee, so I probably actually saved the kick by not having a tee there.
There you go.
Man, it's nice having Dr. Mallard right on the scene, isn't it?
Let's watch it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably close to 7 seconds. Excellent replay by Nate and the ladies, Emily and Taryn on their game tonight.
So 8:09 left before intermission. It's North Brunswick 21, West Carteret 10. And Dr. Maurer, do you get the same sense? I'm sitting up here feeling like, boy, West Carteret's got to feel awfully good to only find themselves down by 11 right now.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you spot the team 7 points on a special teams play, but I still think they're playing pretty conservatively, maybe because it is the first game for them. But you can see the kid's got an arm, and if he has time, he's going to find his receivers.
Yeah, Mike, I agree with you. And as the numbers would suggest, he's got plenty of kids, at least 4, that are really, really good receivers.
See if West Carteret changes anything with its kickoff strategy. They still put it down there deep. And it's another big return for North Brunswick. But this time, West Carteret able to bring Webb down around the 42-yard line. So, once again, pretty doggone good starting field position for the Scorpions.
Choose your poison, right? They kicked away from Ty Whiters, number 3. But Chris Webb showed his ability to return kicks as well, given the Scorps' great field position to start this possession. Slow second quarter. Now, I know there's been some scoring, but and a few penalties here and there.
Run out to the right. That's Campbell. He's got
nice
a crease. He reverses
How much
his
speed's
field.
he got?
Being chased down inside the 15-yard line. Huge run by Jonah Campbell down to the 11-yard line. 39 and 8 more, 47 yards on the carry from Jonah Campbell. And North Brunswick in business once again.
First time tonight, I remember Campbell running the ball, and he did a great job. Wonderful cutback after he got past the line of scrimmage. And Dallas Riggin ran him down. Other than that, that may have resulted in a score.
So North Brunswick wasting no time in responding to that Patriot touchdown. Then it's a direct snap to Montgomery around the right side. Picked up 6 yards down to the 6-yard line.
Little kind of a wildcat thing there, right?
2nd and 4 from the 6-yard line coming up. 7.5 minutes left in the first half. North Brunswick leads 21-10. And Jay, this old single wing. Oh, more trouble with the snap. Montgomery couldn't corral it. Lost 3 yards, and that will set up a 3rd and 7 at the 9.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were just giving Campbell a blow from that long run, but they've run it that formation 2 consecutive plays.
So, Jay, North can still get a first down without scoring. It's 3rd and 7, and the ball's at the 9-yard line. So the Scorpions need the 2 or better for a first down. Montgomery again around the right side. And,
wow.
Touched around the 2-yard line, but then bulls his way in for a 9-yard rushing touchdown. Took North Brunswick very little time to respond, and Montgomery's second rushing touchdown
What's he saying there?
Of the night puts
25.
him ahead 27-10.
Yeah, Montgomery coming off the field and feed me, feed me, feed me. And they fed him well that time, and the results are there.
Number 2, Aiden White, the holder. Number 82, Jacob Molina, back to the extra point. It's up.
Molina's kick up, perfect. And with 6:36 left before intermission, North Brunswick has a 28-10 lead. Jay, here's the 3rd and 7 play from the 9.
Direct snap, a 360 spin by Montgomery, and I think his buddies up front, Mike, kind of showing him the way.
Yeah, North's offensive line and defensive line, for that matter, really holding their own. I think setting the tone for the game, allowing their skilled players time and wide open spaces to run through.
.28, and we still have got what do we got? 6:36 to go in the second quarter, Sam.
Jay, we got at least one score update.
What we got?
South Columbus leading South Brunswick 7-0.
I think West Columbus at there was a lot of bad weather over toward Fayetteville, Raleigh. A lot of games got postponed.
Boy, that one nearly did go through the end zone.
So South has got a lead, Sam?
South Columbus
South
leads
Columbus,
South Brunswick 7-0.
Okay. Stallions. Another kickoff through the end zone by Molina. So once again, start at the 20 for Daniel Barrow's West Carteret Patriots. First game of the year for West Carteret, second game for North, and it's kind of shown.
Pass complete from Payne to number 10, Jay Murray, but he lost his footing.
Yeah,
Tripped down at the 23.
What do they call that when the turf makes the tackle?
Turf monster.
Thank you. Thank you.
Second and 7 for West Carteret at its own 23-yard line. Right at the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter. Little RPO, run pass option. So Payne pulled it from his running back's belly and tried to get it to Hester, but they couldn't quite connect, and that'll set up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if Nick Green got his hand on the ball that time or what, but I believe he influenced the outcome of that play, did Mr. Green, so he could do more things than just run the football.
No doubt. And run the football, he does quite well.
Yeah.
Payne's pass intended for man, low and incomplete, stops the clock and sets up a 4th and 7.
And the Patriots will send out the punt team.
Yeah, not a throw that Tanner Payne would like to have over again. Low throw man, still went down, made a good effort for it. But punting has been a little bit of a challenge thus far for the visitors. Let's see if they can at least get a good snap on this one.
That's a low bullet there. Carums across midfield, then back across midfield, and down at the 50, so a 27-yard punt. And Jay, a ongoing theme here in the first half. More excellent starting field position for the Scorpions. They'll start this drive right at midfield.
Yeah, they are. So great field position, and you know, go back to one of your comments earlier, Sam, that Molina puts you in the hole, and if the D can hold, chances are the O's going to get a good spot to start from. They do again.
Another high snap, Jay Burr, but they got the handoff off and picked up 8 yards to the 42.
So that's Montgomery again on the run that time, but no direct snap that time.
More
good observation, though, kind of a little bit of a high snap. Snapping tonight for both teams is not in midseason form.
Yeah, guys, when you're when you send one low and then you send one high, you start getting in your own head.
It's kind of like a golf shot, Mike, which I can relate to. One way left, one way right, and then you know, okay, I have absolutely no clue.
It's a greenside chip. Yeah, you blade one, you fluff one, and then you don't know what to do.
That's it. Unfortunately, I speak from a lot of experience there.
I think Montgomery probably picked up the first on that one, Sam.
He did. Picks up 4 yards, and North only needed 2, so it's a 1st and 10 Scorps at the 38-yard line of the Patriots.
Will Poindexter riding the big guy, Mary Montgomery, to the turf that time. I'm sure Coach Davis wouldn't mind a nice little long drive here. Take some time off, get in the end zone.
Campbell barking out instructions to his teammates. Throw it out wide, complete. There's one broken tackle.
That's a new one. Hansley, his first catch of the night.
Kai Hansley makes the grab. He got to the 29, so picks up 9 yards.
Really safe possession throw that time. And Scorps on the move. Uh-oh.
This one's going to be blown dead. False start against the Scorpions. So now it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 34-yard line of the Patriots.
You know, it's the little things, isn't it, Sam? You know, you stub your toe. I mean, in the scale of injuries, not that big, but doggone, it hurts like heck, right? And a little procedural call like that where you were 3rd or 2nd and so short hurts.
Very well said. Campbell sprints out to the right, looking for an open receiver. He's going to tuck it and run, and he is dropped at the 31-yard line, so he picks up 3 yards on the scramble, setting up a 3rd and 3.
Nice stop that time by Quali Hargrove from West Carteret. Last year, Hargrove involved in 70 tackles, 5 of which were for a loss.
3rd and 3 for North Brunswick at the 31. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Lone receiver to the bottom is number 14, Devon Wallace. Montgomery still on his feet, fighting for more yardage. He's got the first down and then some. A pickup of 6 yards and a North Brunswick first down.
Montgomery, a tough hombre, Sam. Kind of dragging people along, puts those shoulder pads down, and makes you pay for bringing him down. That time it was Jawan Tripp, a sophomore defensive back for West Carteret.
First down at the 25. Campbell's
Well
pass
thrown.
flutters up.
Oh!
couldn't quite connect with Ty Widers. Jay, you always say location, location, location. It wasn't the prettiest football, but it was where it needed to be, and Widers just couldn't quite corral it.
Maybe, less than a foot, I don't know, but a very catchable ball and right on the mark by Jonah Campbell that time. It's something you might want to come back to.
Campbell keeps
get
it
outside.
around the left
Can you get
side.
outside?
Jay's still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 27. So Campbell loses 2 yards, setting up a 3rd and 12 at the Patriot 27.
That's a real nice play by Hargrove. That time wouldn't let him get around, set the edge, and made the tackle to boot. So good play by Hargrove. Sets up a 3rd, and, you're in 4-down territory. So see how much they can get.
I don't know with Molina.
With Molina? Yeah,
it'd be a
good
44-yarder from here.
Good point.
3rd and 12, first things first. Ball at the 27. Campbell didn't like what he saw early. Jay, he's got a lot of running room. Brought down inside the 20 at around the 18-yard line. I believe it's going to be about a 9-yard gain, setting up a 4th and 3.
I'll tell you what, they didn't pick up the first down, but it wasn't because of the effort that time by 25 Montgomery again. He blocked twice to try to give Campbell the space he needed to pick up the first down. Got half of it.
North maybe trying to draw West Carteret offsides. The play clock is under 10 seconds.
That'd be a first down, right?
It would be. And I believe the Scorpions want a timeout to talk it over. We'll see here.
Minute 8 to go, right?
Minute 8 left before halftime. Oh, Jay, it was an official timeout. We've got a West Carteret player down on one knee. They're around the 13-yard line. So, Dr. Maurer, let's bring you in here. 4th and 3 from the 18-yard line. You're North Brunswick. You're up 28-10. Take me through your thought process if you're North Brunswick head coach Brian Davis right here.
I've got a kicker with a cannon. I just kick the points, basically negate the field goal that they had earlier, because so far the defense from West Carteret hasn't really been able to stop North, so you assume that's going to continue the rest of the game as well.
And that's why he's a doctor and me and you aren't.
Are not.
Right.
You got that right. So North Brunswick, Jay never even really thought about, didn't appear from up here at least. You can think about bringing the field goal team on. They're sending the offense right back out there. It's 4th and 3 from the 18. The Scorps need the 15-yard line for a first down. North leading 28-10, 1:08 left before halftime.
Have we seen Nick Green run the ball since the first quarter? I'm not sure. I know he's not hurt because he's been playing defensively.
Been a lot of Montgomery lately.
It has, and doing really well.
Widers in motion. Got Montgomery out in the flat.
Nice catch.
There's the catch. It's enough for the first down yardage. Actually pretty well defended by West Carteret, but it was a 6-yard completion and another first down.
Well, that's a great call by the Scorpion staff and a really nice catch by Montgomery. That wasn't easy what he did, folks.
Montgomery knocked down that time at the 11-yard line after a gain of 1, and North Brunswick wants a timeout to stop the clock with about 45 seconds left before halftime.
I can't see. How many timeouts do they have, Sam? Can you?
I think
Everybody's
North
got
has 2 left.
Okay,
now.
so
46 seconds on the clock.
good situation for North here. As we peer down into the huddle there on the sideline.
So 2nd and 9 from the 11-yard line. North with a couple timeouts left. 46 seconds now been put on the game clock. So, Jay, with 2 timeouts left and 2nd and 9 from the 11 here, your playbook's pretty much wide open, isn't it?
I would think so. Let's try it. I think at least on that play, and if I'm recognizing Coach Davis, He wasn't even in the huddle that time. He was letting his offensive coordinator and assistants handle that. So let's see what they cooked up here.
You'll also see some fans up here in the press box with us for those games. They'll get box seats for the night.
Chris Webb.
There's that
In the
single
backfield.
wing again, Jay Bird.
Yeah, they like that
Montgomery,
play.
touchdown.
Wow.
11 yards out. Montgomery's third rushing touchdown of the first half. And with 41 seconds left in the second quarter, North has extended its lead to 34-10.
I don't know what the Vegas line was on this game, but not sure it would have been this much of an advantage for either school at this point. Mr. Automatic.
Trying to make it 5 for 5 on point after tries.
White the holder.
Good hold, good snap, booming kick, and it is good. So the North Brunswick lead is 35-10 with 41 seconds left. Jay, here's the touchdown, 2nd and 9. Montgomery gets it, spins around.
That is, we'll have to ask Coach Davis what the heck kind of formation offense is that. But you mentioned like the single wing, and that's kind of what they did, right? You'd hike it, they'd spin around, maybe hand it off, maybe keep it. But to me, Montgomery has been extremely selfish with that play tonight, and he scored 3 touchdowns because of it.
Jay, I don't know if you remember, but the few times where T.T. Green was taken out the last couple years, North would bring in a receiver, Michael Green, and that's what they ran.
Yeah,
they would always run that when they brought in Michael Green, the backup quarterback the last couple years.
If my dear wife was watching this game, and maybe she would say, gosh, that's a cute play. Another. Wow.
Coach Davis would agree with her when it results in an 11-yard touchdown. So West Carteret has 41 seconds left. I'm throwing it back to Coach Maurer. Your West Carteret down by 25. 40 seconds left. You got a couple timeouts in your pocket. Are you running this and trying to get it to the break, or are you getting aggressive?
You know me, I'm going to get aggressive. You got a guy with an arm. He's definitely had some open receivers today. He's had time. You've got 2 timeouts. If anything, it's just a practice of your 2-minute drill, and you can always just run it down if you want.
Oh, good pop inside that
Hauser.
time.
That's the second time I've been wrong tonight.
Bowman down after a gain of 2.
He got some help that time. I think it was 21. 21. That would be Jack Johnson. Just a junior. A hitter on that play. Flag.
Clock going to stop with 10.7 seconds left before the break.
Let's see what the penalty is. Procedure.
Procedure penalty against West Carteret.
Tell you, I am. Oh, what was that? I just saw in the corner of my. I hope it was just a light bulb flashing.
There's been some heat lightning up to the north tonight, but it's just heat lightning, just staying in the sky, nothing striking down.
Okay. Thank you, Michael.
So the game clock going down under 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. West Carteret is going to snap it.
Oh, almost.
And very, very fortunate that number 15, Josh Hauser, couldn't corral that because he had a lot of green grass in front of him. And that brings the first half to a close. Montgomery with 3 rushing touchdowns. North Brunswick added 1 on special teams, and a long Nick Green rushing touchdown has staked the Scorpions to a 35-10 lead. After the halftime break, we'll have all the second half action for you right here on FOCUS Broadband TV's Game of the Week. And we're back, almost set for the start of the second half on the campus of North Brunswick High School. It's the 1-0 North Brunswick Scorpions leading the West Carteret Patriots 35-10. Jay, it was maybe not all Scorpions in the first half, but pretty close. 4 rushing touchdowns, 3 of those from Amir Montgomery, a long one by Nick Green, and then a kickoff return touchdown by the Scorps have put the host up 35-10. It was a struggle for West Carteret offensively. Jay, the Patriots finished the first half with 10 rushes for 31 yards. 20 of those came on 1 rush.
Wow.
So otherwise, it was 9 rushes for 11 yards. Meanwhile, North Brunswick had 18 rushes for 174 yards and negative 40 rushing yards on 2 high snaps that they fell on. So North Brunswick averaging about 10 yards per carry, and West Carteret had 10 rush attempts for 31 yards. So it was Scorpions controlling the line of scrimmage in the first half, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Dominating the line of scrimmage, and although they didn't make a very good special teams play there, they had 2 outstanding kick returns in the first half, one of which, as you mentioned, resulted in a touchdown, and the second of which set up another touchdown. So this is one of those games where, the numbers probably are speaking the truth. 35-10, pretty good whipping, at least for the first 24 minutes by North Brunswick.
So 1st and 10, North at its own 18. There's Montgomery. We saw a lot of him in the first half. Not a whole lot of running room there, but he got 3 yards out to the 21.
Yeah, well, Amir gets the tough boy, the big boy yards right inside, and then you got some speedy guys like Green and Calvin Webb, who don't remember seeing run very much tonight, but capable runner.
Jay, how about that work by North Brunswick head coach Brian Davis? You folks probably couldn't see it in your screen. Campbell avoids a sack, still on his feet across the 25 to the 27-yard line, ends up picking up about 6 yards. Jay, West Carteret kicked off. They left the kicking tee on the field, so right before that ball was snapped, Coach Davis ran out, grabbed it, one-handed baseball throw across the field.
Are you joking?
And then ran back.
He can run and throw?
Good work.
That's remarkable.
So 3rd and 1 from the North 27. The Scorps just need 1 yard to keep the chains moving.
Yeah, Jonah Campbell, I should have mentioned him. Actually pretty productive first half in running the football. Picked up some big gains.
Montgomery,
wow.
He's got enough for the first down before he's dropped at the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 yards and a North Brunswick first down.
Just the way if you're North Brunswick, you would not be upset at all if you could put together a nice, long, sustained drive, 5-6 minutes off the clock, resulting in a score. Would be a very good way to begin this third quarter.
Another run there. Montgomery picks up 6 or 7 yards.
Boy, he is whooping some people.
8 yards.
With like 64, I think it is. On that play before Zach Wells, among a couple of Scorps downfield from their line position, helping Montgomery.
Got some scores from around the area, Jay, that we'll share with you. Havelock leading Laney 19-3. West Brunswick and Whiteville tied at 14. That game was still in the first half just a few moments ago. South Columbus leads South Brunswick 21-14. Bennett Ballantyne just had a 25-yard touchdown reception for the Cougars, but South Brunswick still trails by 7 to South Columbus. Hoggard and New Hanover both off this week, so two of the Wilmington 4A schools not playing. Ashley was scheduled to play East Carteret. I do not have a score update for Ashley versus East Carteret, and then Topsail was set to play Dixon. So Havelock leads Laney 19-3. Let me tell you, if they've held Laney to 3 in the first half, then Havelock is playing some defense.
Yeah. I mean, that kid Roderick.
Boy, I was about to say, I figured Hampton Roderick would have 14 by himself.
And of course, Little, Colby Little, the quarterback. Yeah, they're dynamic.
2nd and 2, out route, complete. Number 10, Chris Webb on the reception to the 47, a gain of 9 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, Campbell, the junior quarterback, he's just getting more confidence, don't you think, Sam? He looks pretty smooth
looks
back there.
Real comfortable.
Yeah,
real comfortable. Jay Moore snap issues, and this one's trouble for North. This one is big trouble. West Carteret recovers on the, Jay, all the way inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. So 19 yards behind that line of scrimmage. West Carteret recovers the errant snap, and man, just center to quarterback issues. That's the only thing that stopped North Brunswick drives tonight.
Yeah, Trevor Sledge on the recovery that time for West Carteret, but yeah, sloppy center snaps. They're not under center, so it's all that shotgun stuff, and they really struggled tonight up top.
Deep pass to Cartwright. Real good coverage over at the bottom of your screen by Ty Whiters.
Yeah, that's great coverage that time by Ty.
It'll be 2nd and 10.
I'd look for more of that, though, if I were the Patriots. Just let Tanner Payne try to pick out one of those multiple receivers that he has and thread the needle.
Bowman on the give. One of the better runs of the night for West Carteret.
Yeah.
Big Mike, one of the first times tonight we really seen the offensive front of West Carteret really move the line of scrimmage, huh?
I would say I think that's the second time that they've had a decent run over like 4 yards. So, yeah, so far so good, I guess.
So 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the 16-yard line of the Scorpions.
Signature Wall Strategies. The office of Jonathan Tate and Deb Pickett. Thanks for being a platinum sponsor for the Scorps.
8 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. West Carteret trying to pull closer to the Scorpions, and we got a flag that came in, and Jay, in the illegal man downfield range on that screen. Let's see here. We'll wait to see. Nope, that flag is weighed off, so the result of the play will stand. Ball's marked at the 11-yard line, so officially a gain of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the North 11.
Carter Cox in on the stop that play. Sean Cartwright, the receiver, and a dangerous one.
Was it Cartwright on the catch there?
Yeah.
Jay Bird, thank you very much.
They get time.
Oh, he's still
nice
on his
run.
feet somehow. And got plowed down by number 9, Carter Cox, but not before a gain of 6 yards, and West Carteret will have a 1st and goal at the 5.
That was a solid run because he got hit and then spun, advanced forward, pick up the big first down for West Carteret.
So 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. West Carteret trying to pull within 3 scores. Shotgun snap, give up the middle.
Ooh.
North Brunswick's defense up to the task.
Big guy. Big guy in there that time.
No gain on the play.
Tyrell Simpson, number 65, in the center of that line. Some big guys, 73, Cam Lewis.
Officially no gain. Sets up a 2nd and goal from the Scorpion 5-yard line.
All right, Scorpion Nation, you did it once. Now let's do it again. Make some noise.
Little play action time, Sam.
It's 2nd down and goal.
They've run it. Nope, just straight.
Sprint out to the left.
That's a
Open
touchdown.
Receiver is number 10, Jay Murray. Jay, we got a flag at the 4-yard line. Was there a West Carteret player blocking before the
Yep.
block in the back? So that's the second
TD they've lost
second
tonight.
touchdown tonight for West Carteret. That's been negated by a Patriot penalty. So take that touchdown catch by Murray off the board. We'll replay 2nd down, and I believe the ball will be marked back at the 14-yard line.
That's a tough break for West Carteret. It looked like a pretty well-executed play, but helps if you get blocks from the backside. So take it off and lose some yards to boot.
All right, Scorpion fans, you're 2 for 2. Make
2nd and goal from the 14-yard line.
some noise. Get loud.
West Carteret with 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Murray, the tight end, on the right side of the formation. Cartwright, lone receiver to the bottom. Bowman flanking Payne in the backfield. Slant is well over the head of the intended receiver, and that will set up a 3rd and goal from the 14.
Well, that's Whiters on the coverage again. He's had a pretty darn good game tonight, Sam, defensively, and of course that kickoff return for a touchdown.
And your last name is Britt, B-R-I-T-T. Please bring your ID and go to the concession stand. Season pass.
Anybody out there's last name is Blitt or Brits or something, bring your ticket over here to the stand, right? You're gonna get something.
6:59 left in the 3rd. 3rd and goal from the 14. Got a man over there and a big-time hit.
Hello.
Believe that's number 9, Carter Cox,
Hello.
who dropped Murray as soon as he made the catch. Maybe a yard gained on the completion to the 13, and the Patriots are going to bring on the field goal unit. Senior kicker, Willis Langley, will be a 30-yarder from here.
That was a big-time hit, Sam.
We call that running through the man. That's what he did. He drove his legs all the way through the guy.
Here's the field goal attempt. A 30-yard effort from Langley. The kick is up. And it is no good. Langley pushed it to the right. So North Brunswick started that drive with their backs against the wall, and the defense was able to hold West Carteret scoreless. Jay, check out this 3rd down play.
Ooh, that is a textbook tackle. The receiver was Jay Murray, but big-time tackle.
They're open behind Chick-fil-A right here in Leland. Go visit them and treat your
So the Scorps kind of dodge a bullet that time, Sam, turning that ball over the way they did.
trained specialists provide the complete range.
Jay, it's let's for conversation's sake, North Brunswick, if they're able to hold on tonight, they'll be 2-0. Then they host Swansboro next week before a bye week, and then they'll welcome the Hoggard Vikings to town. So some of these little things that they have to clean up, the snapping issues, namely, they'll need to do it in a hurry before the Vikings come to
They
town.
won't survive against a team like Hoggard.
Jay, I believe we'll be here for that
I think
one.
we are doing that one in our game of the week. Yes, we are. September 20, Hoggard at North Brunswick.
Here's a completed pass.
Oh,
that ball's out, Jay
that's
Bird.
a hit, and that's a loose ball. Who's going to drop on it?
And North recovers it. Man, there was a couple of guys, Jay Bird, from West Carteret that were trying to pick it up and score with it. And Chris Webb alertly fell on it for North Brunswick. It ends up back at the
Remain Scorpion ball, but we do have
got an injured player is going to stop the clock. The ball's at the 7-yard line, so it's officially a loss of 13 yards on the play, and will set up a 2nd and 23.
Yeah, the injured player, I'm hoping it's a cramp. They're kind of reacting and treating it like it is. Not that cramps don't hurt, they do. Mike, you're right there in front of him.
Yeah, massive cramp. His calf was like locked up. You probably could open a beer bottle with it. Oh, sorry, a soda bottle with it. Talk about another textbook tackle. That kid put helmet on ball and shot that thing out of there. North very lucky to recover it.
Very, very fortunate. Good hustle that time by Webb. So North is gathered up there waiting for the injured player to.
Dr. Mike, severe cramping in early season high school football in southeastern North Carolina when, a lot of times it's over 90 degrees at kickoff time. Not terribly uncommon, is it?
It's not common anywhere, really, particularly early in the season. Yeah, you've got 4 weeks of camp under your belt, but until you're really in that game situation where you're kind of pushing your body to that 100% level, it's not quite the same. So, yeah, typical to see across the board, across the country early in the season.
Dude, you got your sunglasses on? Dr. Maurer.
I do not.
Okay.
No. I have my hat. Do I need to turn it around? Can
No.
you not see my face?
But up here, I thought you were Joe Biden for a minute, but no, you're not.
Hey, no.
2nd and 23 from the 7-yard line. North going to keep it on the ground, and it's Nick Green again, Jay. That's the first time, carry he's had
he's
since
back.
I believe the first quarter. He picked up 1, but North still faces a 3rd and 22 from
Nice
its own
tackle.
8.
I think that was Tripp, or no, I've checked that. Make it number 6, Hardgrove, in on the stop. Yeah, Nick, well, we know what he can do. We've seen it 2 times tonight.
Campbell drops back. Oh,
Plenty
he's
of
got
time.
all the time in the world, and he's got a man. Oh, just couldn't quite connect with number 10, Chris Webb. Jay, there was a number 11, Jack Bell of West Carteret, who kind of cut in front of it at the last minute. Maybe that
just enough,
messed
probably,
up Webb's vision just enough, but think it would have been a touchdown because Chris Webb can fly.
Yeah, that was a well-thrown ball, and golly day, credit the offensive line that time. All kinds of time for Jonah Campbell to throw. So we haven't seen Holland Miller punt for a while, but we will on this play. And let's see if they can get a good snap.
I believe this is the first North Brunswick punt of the evening.
They had 1 in the first quarter after the high snap over their head. Low snap.
Oh, very good call when they were down, or when they were leading 7-0 rather.
Well, now,
Good
they're gonna have
call,
to,
good call. It was 35-yard punt by Miller, 4th and 20 from their own 42. Big Mike. I think it's like a steel trap.
it is.
Yeah, I've got kids. I've got concussions. I'm in my 30s at this point. Sometimes I pull those things out, though.
Well, Holland's going to have to kick it from 5 yards further back. Got a good snap, though. And a pretty good kick, Sam.
Yeah,
Nice
boy,
bounce.
let's see the yardage on this one when it's said and done. Well, it didn't get the greatest bounce, but that's 46 and another 7, 53-yard punt by Miller, and that is all you can ask for if you're North Brunswick, snapping the ball from your own 4, and West Carteret takes over 1st and 10 at its own 43.
Yeah, great effort by Miller. My other sheet had his numbers from last year, and I don't know where my other sheet is, but I want to say he averaged about 37 yards a punt.
Like Farm Bureau Insurance, the team of Mark Allen Bird, Ryan Huffman, Jared Spate.
Still no score in the second half yet.
Ooh.
Bowman picks up some significant yardage on first down, and then he comes up a little lame.
hurting,
it was
yeah.
marked down at the 43-yard line, so a 14-yard run.
Wonder if it's another cramp, Sam. And whatever it is, somebody better get out there and help him quick because he's in a lot of pain.
Not to speculate, but that one looked like a hammy. He went to get up and just got him. But, yeah, that looked painful. You ever wake up from a cramp in the middle of the night?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Back in the days when I used to have muscles, yeah, it happened frequently, man.
Yeah, I subscribe by the John Daly now, Jay. Have you ever heard what he said?
What's that?
You can't pull fat. So that's where I live my life now.
I attest to that.
He's a quote machine. Dr. Maurer, let me ask you, what kind of advantage do you feel like it is North Brunswick coming into tonight with one game under its belt versus West Carteret, which is playing its season opener? What's the difference there?
Genuinely, I think it's a huge difference. You wouldn't think one game, but you get all those season jitters that have been hanging around for 9 or 10 months out of the way. You kind of start getting into the groove of the season, but for your first game, we expect those procedural things, the missed plays, the wrong assignments, all that sort of stuff. And some of that we've been seeing tonight from West Carteret.
Hey, Mike, you look 10 years younger with your hat turned around.
Appreciate it. And I'm focusing on my camera angle so you can't see the fat I won't
You
pull.
shut up.
First and 10 Patriots at the 43. Payne flings that one
There's some
over.
hitting going on out there.
Complete to number 1, Josiah Jones. 2 yards on the pitch and catch.
Man, Aiden White on the, I won't say the tackle, I'll say the hit that time. Good gracious.
Sets up a 2nd and 8 from the 41-yard line of the Scorpions. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, he's got him on the wheel route. Jay had 24 landing man at the bottom of the screen wide open. I'm afraid it might be 6 the other way. Still on his feet, finally chased down by Josiah Jones. The interception by Aiden White and the long return. And Jay Bird, I don't know if we'll get a replay or even if the open receiver Landon Man will be in the frame. But they ran the fake screen and the corner bit on it, and man was all alone down the bottom sideline.
Let's take a peek again. There's the shoulder fake, the lob. But what you can't see in front of you there is a wide open receiver, and now it's just Aiden White. Good effort by number 1, Josiah Jones, running him down. Here we got trickeration in there again.
Another high snap.
Different way to do it.
Montgomery to the 6, so still able to pick up 3 yards there.
You know, that Montgomery is much closer to the center than is the quarterback on that, so that ball's coming back pretty quick, and Montgomery reacted really well to deflect it. Lucky for the Scorps, it came right back down to him, and he made a couple of yards out of it.
Chris Webb.
Another one on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, Montgomery almost broke that tackle. So he picked up 3 on 1st and goal, then lost 3 on 2nd and goal. We're right back to where we started, but a 3rd and goal from the 9.
Got another player down, likely cramping for North Brunswick.
Jay Bird, I'll ask you the same thing. Elaborate a little bit on that. North Brunswick having a full game under its belt versus West Carteret traveling here for a season opener.
Oh, I think it's a legitimate advantage in this case for North Brunswick. I don't know what the preseason was for West Carteret. I don't know if they were able to participate in something like North was able to in the schools around here in the Bash at the Beach, which is an immense effort or opportunity to train up. And then when you're able to play a real game the week before, I just think that's a lot of advantage for that team playing that game, in this case, North Brunswick. I think that game was on the road, too. So nice way to start the season with that big win last week, and certainly continuing on here with 3:08 to go in the third quarter and a 25-point lead.
Jay, speaking of North Brunswick on the road, they opened last week on August 23rd on the road. They're obviously here tonight in Leland, host Swansboro next week, have a bye, then host Hoggard, then host South Brunswick. Between now and between last Friday's game and their next road game, about 50 days will have spanned.
That's a long time. Ooh,
Pass complete over to the top of your screen. A good open field tackle.
That was Langley on the stop and Jen Red on the – you know, if we were playing basketball, Sam, we would say that ball's going up. We would say no, 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 yes. And that one was a little like that. Wow, that's a long throw from across the field and maybe a little too much air, but – going to bring Molina in for a
26-yarder.
Yeah, very much in his zone for sure.
Trying to break the scoring ice here in the second half. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third quarter. 26-yard attempt upcoming. Snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Molina is perfect tonight, 5 for 5 on point after tries, 1 for 1 field goals, and North Brunswick leads 38-10, 1:58 left in the third.
And credit Aiden White that time, the holder. That ball was a little up. Aiden was able to pull it down, and Molina did the rest.
So, Jay, I'd say North is off to a good start this year. They have outscored their opponents 85-10. Through roughly 7 quarters.
Well, you can win some ball games like that. You know, I was looking at some of the preseason speculation, prognosticators, all that, forecasters from across the state, and most of the folks that do that kind of thing thought that North Brunswick would be the team to beat, at least among the Brunswick County schools, and I haven't seen anything here this evening that would make me think otherwise, although we got a score from West and Whiteville. I think it was 21-14 Whiteville.
At halftime.
Okay, so the Trojans on the road playing pretty good.
Tackle made on the outside by number 11, Asher Lindbergh.
So that's the best field position that West Carteret's had following a kickoff, a score, in a long, long time, maybe forever tonight.
1st and 10, West Carteret at its own 36-yard line.
So 4-touchdown deficit. Patriots got to score and score quick. Not that time.
I believe that was Hargrove who was dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, a bunch of Scorpson on the stop that time. I thought I saw Tally 58, Blankenship maybe, or 50, there's a 55. Check it. 65. I'm sorry. That's the big guy Simpson. So another looks like perhaps a cramper. You know, thanks to the Brunswick County, whoever, they've refurbished all the press boxes at the county high schools, and part of that is air conditioning. And so, Sam, we forgot, we've gotten spoiled already. We're sitting up here, you know, very comfortable and cool, and it's kind of hot outside.
Dr. Maurer?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
It's a little sticky out
Wait
here.
a minute, I forgot about
It's like
big guy down there.
standing in a sauna almost. The breeze went away. We had a little breeze at the beginning of the second half, but it's gone.
What?
It's just stagnant. Yeah.
How about our camera ladies on top in the
The
crow's nest, right?
the heat just bouncing off of that pretty artificial playing surface there, keeping it nice and toasty for the players on the field and the coaches and our very own Mike Maurer.
Tally getting off on his own. That's good. Up the camera ladies, Emily Yarbrough and Taryn Wilson. Now they're on top of this press box, I believe, and I'm pretty sure they've got like 3 fans, and I mean like circular fans. I know they got lots more than just 3 fans in the world, but and that's about as good as I can say for them up there. They're hot too.
2nd and 11. West Carteret going to keep it on the ground, and the ball carrier dropped at the 38-yard line after a gain of 3.
You surprised at that play call? I mean, they're down 4 scores. We're around a minute, and they keep running the ball up the middle, and yet, well, they're dragging one player back.
We've got a couple banged up players on the play.
Wow, another.
Boy, oh boy.
Better quit joking about this because they can be, as Mike pointed out earlier, extremely painful. And
Number 6 for the Patriots seems to be okay, and number 65, Tyrell Simpson, walking off under his own power.
Simpson is a big young man.
Yeah, Jay, I don't look up to many people, but if I went side to side with him, I think he's got me by like 2, maybe 3 inches. So we're looking at it like a 6'6", 6'7" guy.
Yeah. Wow. Basketball season, they list him 6'8". I can tell you that. And I think
I believe it.
About 330. And he has, I believe, I hope I'm right in this, committed to Virginia Tech. Certainly been offered. Oh.
See, going back to the surprising play calls from West Carteret, like I like the play call to throw it deep there, but they haven't done it much tonight, so the guy can't get into a rhythm or anything. And again, down this much, I don't know why they're not opening it up a little bit more, but I'm also a schmuck standing on the sideline. I'm not coaching the team.
Well, you're among friends. Didn't Coach Davis say the little bit of tape he saw that they most definitely threw the ball, right?
Yeah, pass heavy for sure. And I mean, Mike, you've had the best look at it right down on the field, but there have been at least I want to say several, I'd say at least a handful of opportunities where West Carteret had receivers open deep.
Yeah. Well, like you said on the interception, another interesting thing here, they got their quarterback playing up back. He got lit up on the last punt. He didn't quite there, but that's an interesting play, I think.
Yeah, I've never seen the quarterback as the personal protector on the punt team. What? Here we are.
You know, I would like to hope, and particularly folks who are looking in and maybe fans of the Patriots of West Carteret High School. So back to, this is their season opener, so they're a game behind North on that. But and a new quarterback, and a very important position given the success Hewitt had last year. But maybe by game 3, 4, 5, those kinds of issues go away, and the Patriots get that passing attack going again. But let's not do it tonight.
That was Nick Green on the carry. Picked up a yard to the 37.
I got time to – got a snap, Sam? I can't see the
Yeah,
clock.
if they want to run it out, they certainly
could.
can.
Yeah. Given all the cramping, I think it'd be a good idea to get that blue shirts over to the bench and hydrate.
Yeah, it looks like North Brunswick is going to be content letting this game clock expire here in the third quarter. So heading into the final 12 minutes of game action, it's the North Brunswick Scorpions leading the West Carteret Patriots 38-10. We'll be right back on Focus Broadband TV's Game of the Week. And we're back for the start of the fourth quarter on your Focus Broadband Game of the Week. It's North Brunswick 38, West Carteret 10. The Scorpions facing a 2nd and 9 from their own 37-yard line. Campbell rolls out, fires one down the middle of the field. A beautiful throw to Chris Webb, who couldn't corral it. Oh, it's incomplete pass, but what a beautiful ball, Jay Bird.
Tell you what, we've mentioned about number 17, Tanner Payne, for West Carteret and his ability to spin it. But, maybe we better start paying a little more attention to the way Jonah Campbell can spin the ball, too. That's a well-thrown ball, second time tonight that just missed.
Students, if you're in attendance tonight and you're getting picked up, you need to let your parents know right now that they need to pick you up.
So third in another passing situation for the Scorps, Sam.
They will be allowed to pick you up.
Wow.
Campbell's pass was complete to Wiseman, but Wiseman about 2 yards shy of the line to gain.
You know what I thought was cool that time, though, by Campbell? He had 3 receivers down to the left, and he looked left, and then threw right to Wiseman, who made a nice catch, not for a good open field tackle by West Carteret. That would have at least been a first down, maybe more. Well, let's watch the snap. It's been challenging for both teams tonight.
Jay's going to keep it, fake it, and he's got enough for the first down.
That's the punter, Holland Miller.
But, Jay, there's a flag over there. It's a hold against North Brunswick. So
tough break for the Scorps. Now, Sam, Mike, does he make that decision on his own, or did Coach Davis from the bench say, go ahead and run it?
To me, it looked like a kick it if it's not there, take it if it is, because they motioned both. They had both protectors on the right-hand side to seal that off. So it was definitely, because you saw him roll too, and he was like, do I got it?
I got it.
And he had it, but a holding.
Had it until he didn't. I think you're absolutely right, Mike.
Good punt by Miller. Man, he can boom that thing, can he?
Another great punt.
All the way to the 27-yard line, so 16, about a 40-yard punt by Miller.
Number 1 able to bring it in and maintain control. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Rounding out our line crew, Richard Wright.
So, Jay, 10 minutes and 48 seconds left in this one. North Brunswick leads by 28. And West Carteret will take over 1st and 10 at its own 27-yard line.
Well, let's see if now with 10:48 to go in the game, trailing by 4 scores, whether the Patriots open things up a little bit. Not yet. Wow, who got him?
Big tackle by
Woohoo!
76, Thomas Johnson. Behind the line of
So
scrimmage.
Bowman loss of
Man,
2 yards.
7-6. Looking for some PT. He's only a junior, is Thomas. Man, he just erased that ball carrier. Ooh,
Oh, man,
nice
slick
pass.
catch there by Murray and a good throw by Payne.
Well, that
He's
looked-
ruled out at the 42, gain of 17 and a first down.
21 with the tackle, Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson on the tackle that time, but number 10 on the catch, S.J. Murray, but a slick little sidearm pass that time by Tanner Payne. He has a little Lamar Jackson stuff, Mahone stuff, flicking that swerve, huh?
And it was right on the money.
Yeah, right on the money. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Their popcorn is sold
wait, at least through the non-conference schedule, right? And see, I bet this team's going to be a little different looking come Game 5 than they are here this evening. And that's not going to help.
False start against the Patriots.
Now it's for Aiden Seckley that time. And Aiden Jr., 5'10", 250. So when 250 starts leaning forward, it's sometimes hard to stop it, right? And it's the fourth quarter, and it's hot and humid, and, man, a lot of banging around out there tonight. Kid's got to be a wee bit tired. Hey, we say anything about the band tonight? Their mid-season form?
Oh, man, they had a middle screen set up
And
to
it was set.
Hester, and it was set up. It was there. Just couldn't quite connect on the pitch and catch.
I was saying, and I apologize while they were starting to play, but the North Brunswick band is here in full force, and they always are quite the entertainers, I think, Sam.
Always. Feels like as long as we've been coming here, they have been fantastic.
There's actually been nights before they fixed the booth. That's a good looking
This time
play
they
and throw.
connect. That was Payne to Jay Murray, who picks up 16 yards to the 48.
Boy, there was one receiver and 4 defenders, and I'd say Payne threaded the needle that time, and Murray with a nice reception. Yeah, there's been nights that we've done games here. This is before they refurbished things in the press box, and we sit right next to where the band was in the stands, and it was rocking. I mean it was
shaking the press box
like Camp Randall at Wisconsin, right? You could feel it. It was so much fun.
A long throw across the field, and Cartwright makes a nice catch. Gets to the 41-yard line for a gain of 7.
I don't know how Cartwright made that catch because Zach Ashmore was glued to him that time. But nice throw and good concentration on the part of Cartwright.
2nd and 3 from the 41-yard line.
But if West Carteret wants to get back in this game, they gotta score quick. Like
Got
that.
a man on the wheel route. He's open. He's still on his feet. Cartwright is gonna score 41 yards from quarterback Tanner Payne to number 5, Sean Cartwright. And with 8:14 left in the game, West Carteret showing signs of life. 41-yard scoring strike. And the Patriots now down 22 at 38-16.
Nice route, excellent pass, good protection that time, and yeah, they got to jump back in here quick, simply because they're not only playing North Brunswick High School, but they're playing the clock, and a lot of points to make up, and not a lot of time to do it.
Langley's extra point is up, and it's no good. He pushed it to the right, so West Carteret cannot tack on the point after try. Jay, check out this little stop and go route.
Yeah, beautifully run and executed, and great protection that time by the Carteret offensive line.
So 8:14 left in this one. North Brunswick leads 38-16, but Tanner Payne just threw his second touchdown pass of the night. This one to senior receiver Sean Cartwright.
Well, you got 2 capable returners back for North Brunswick. We've seen Whiters do his thing tonight, and we've seen Chris Webb be explosive as well. So,
well, with that, Jay, you got to be thinking hands team at this point, right?
Yeah. They wouldn't. too early to onside kick, but nevertheless, yeah, possession here is what you want to walk away from if you're North Brunswick.
Yeah, Mike, if you're not going full hands team, I think you're at least creeping up and throwing one or two extra bodies up there just to be prepared for it.
Got a shot now.
It's a high end-over-end kick. Webb stays on his feet, tight ropes the sideline. Ruled out of bounds at about the 39-yard line, but Jay, we got a flag over just in front of the North Brunswick sideline. Holding against the Scorpions.
That'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Well,
Let the official spot the ball
not sure.
and mark it off.
Not sure if that had a whole lot to do with
We'll entitle you to 100
Webb's running the ball as far as he did, but it probably didn't hurt. So, anyway, still, where are they going to end up? Just inside the 30, I believe. So, pretty good field position to start this drive. Now, if you're North, this is a time you maybe want to try to take some time off that clock, keep it moving.
or at least the opportunity to get one.
Wow, still late getting players in, Sam.
North is going to have to burn a timeout. Only had 10 guys on the field. And Jay, it feels like there have been about 12 timeouts called in this second half, but both teams with a full slate left before this timeout. It just felt they were all injury timeouts.
Yeah, you're right about that. Well, okay, so it's still early in the year, and they're still trying to get, adjusted to substitutions and who's in with what, set package, whatever you call it.
And in this case, it just so happened to be the return man who was the last guy getting on the field, so there's some confusion there.
Well, once again, those are the kinds of things that you see early typically in the season, but you hope, after a few weeks of games and increased reps and just, experience, those things go away. If they don't, you're going to have a hard time at the end of the year.
Guys, I think some of the confusion is coming because it looks like we got some twos in. So just trying to figure out if you're in, if you're out, what the situation is. I think that's leading to some of this confusion on that.
Tell you who's not confused is Montgomery as he picks up 3 that time and hurts somebody in the process.
Load, isn't
he? Yeah, he is. Nice defense.
Ball came out, Jay Bird.
Wow, okay. You can score quick if you force turnovers. And they got it.
Oh, they ruled it a completion and a fumble. Well, let's see. Now the referees are getting together. I never saw a beanbag come out.
We got another.
Yes, they're calling it a completed catch, a fumble, and a recovery.
Wow.
By West Carteret. So, boy, Jay, a score here, and things could at least get somewhat interesting as West Carteret could pull within 2 possessions here, and the Patriots will take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line of the Scorps.
I don't know if you've tracked turnovers tonight, but a few, huh?
It's at least 3 for North Brunswick.
Yeah.
2 errant snaps and the fumble just now.
1 interception for the Scorps.
Yeah, Jay, and 2 other plays for North Brunswick, a fumble down here around their own 7, and another errant snap that they were fortunate enough to recover.
Oh.
That pass is complete to Cartwright for a gain of 9 yards. And, Jay, I think we got another cramping player, North Brunswick DB.
Tell you what, 33, I think it was Isaiah Green for the Scorps that time, just missed an interception. another half step, and
it was a 9-yard pass from Tanner Payne to Sean Cartwright, who's really come alive in this second half to set up a 2nd and 1 from the 20-yard line of the Scorpions. 7:21 showing on the game clock. North 38, West Carteret 16.
Michael, we getting any rain down there?
Very faint drizzle, or I would call it mist, maybe. Like
Okay.
just it's like that, like big thick raindrop, but like every so often. But if the game keeps going the way the second half is, with the the stoppages and the penalties and all that sort of stuff, we might start getting a little bit more, according to my Weatherman AccuWeather app.
So he's a meteorologist
He's
too.
everything. He's just, look, let's just call it out. He's our hero.
Yep.
And always has and always will.
You well covered it.
Thank you.
Well covered it.
Yeah. But he's hot and we're not.
But he's enjoying being cooled off by the
By
mist.
the light mist.
Yeah, the faint drops and the breeze came back, so I am feeling a little bit better down
Good.
here. It's also 9:20.
That's, game's trying to find its pace, don't you think, Sam? I don't know.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
maybe slower going in the second half. We only had the one West Carteret touchdown and a North Brunswick field goal.
Well, and we've had a lot. What in the bottom corner of your screen, you'll see that's 13 Zach Ashmore coming out with some assistance because of the cramps that the kids that are experiencing here tonight.
2nd and 1 for West Carteret. Make that 2nd and 6, I do believe.
That's going to be on the head, ref. That was a little confusing on his part.
Oh, very good call, Dr. Mike. He was all over that. No flag.
He gave the chest tap, saying, it's on me, it's on me.
Just a little low on the throw. Pass intended for Cartwright.
Yeah, that's another looked like an open receiver that time, but quarterback Payne's throw was much too low, so sets up third. Well, it's 4 down territory for these guys. So
He's going to get under center. They're going to sneak it. West Carteret is going to sneak it, and I believe Payne has more than enough for a first down. Gets about 4 yards and a Patriot first down.
boy, number 7 for Alan De La Cruz Ricardez, a junior offensive lineman. A little slow getting up, but he got up. That's good news for West Carteret.
6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the game. West Carteret trails by 22. But threatening. Oh, that's just a jump ball. And incomplete, but it looks like they're going to get Chris Webb with a pass interference penalty.
He was locked up that time with Josiah Jones, I think.
It was Jones, the interior
Yeah,
receiver.
and look, while you haven't necessarily seen it from him tonight, this is a kid that last year caught 63 passes, 978 yards, and 11 touchdowns, and he's really not been a factor in the receiving game here this evening. So somebody out there is playing pretty good defense that time, and maybe it's Chris and Webb and company, and Webb got caught right in front of the official. So, and like you said, Sam, it was a jump ball.
Jay, that's going to set up a first and goal at the 8-yard line. Jay, I highly doubt we'll see a field goal attempt at this point, as a field goal doesn't really move the needle for West Carteret at this point. They'll need 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion at some point to reach the 38-point plateau.
Still kind of surprised they're trying to I don't even know who ran the ball that time. But
Bowman.
Bowman wasn't. But it takes time off the clock. And they have busted Bowman a couple of times this evening up the middle, but not that time.
Jay, I misspoke a minute ago. I thought it was automatic first down, but not in high school football. It's half the distance, which only got them 9 yards. So that was second and the down marker showing 2nd and 1 from the 8-yard line. And now we've got a stoppage. And it's a false start against the Patriots, which will now make it 2nd and 6 from the 13.
Sam, first time tonight, I've looked across the field and at the number of kids in white shirts, and I will tell you it's a lot less than the kids on this side of the field in blue shirts, would you not say?
Very much so.
Yeah.
And both 3A schools, Jay Bird.
Yeah.
West Carteret certainly not a small school.
That's
That's
a touchdown.
Murray on the out route, and he is across the goal line for a touchdown, 13-yard touchdown pass from Tanner Payne to number 10, Jay Murray, and it's a 16-point game, 38-22, North Brunswick lead, but still 5 minutes, 46 seconds left to go in this one, and it looks like West Carteret will bring on the extra point team, trailing by 16 here.
After, Langley with a field goal in the second quarter, they've
But why don't you go for 2 so you're only down 2 touchdowns?
I'm wondering the same thing, Mike.
The kick is up, and that one is good. So that trims the West Carteret deficit to 15 points. Jay, here's another look at the
Just a nicely
Jay,
delivered ball and a nice catch by Murray.
that was Hester. It was
Oh, was
Hester
Heston?
on the 18.
Nehemiah Hester, you're right.
Hester on the touchdown reception.
So I take back my previous comment. They're going to have to go for 2 eventually, so might as well just get there to when you know you have to versus like doing it now, I guess, is the rationale.
Makes sense to me.
Mike, I think you're exactly right. Spot on. My rationale, which is often wrong, was the last 2 kick tries. They missed a field goal and then missed the last extra point. So if you're struggling in that regard with your place kicking, why not go ahead and go for the 2-point conversion? But Langley knocked this one in, and it's a 15-point game.
You got 5:46 to go now. To Mike's point earlier about the hands team, and it looks like the Scorps are creeping up. Deepest are back at the 20.
They tried a little surprise onside. It's live.
Wow.
And, boy, North Brunswick, very, very fortunate. A really good job going up and getting that Hauser 15. Man, which went up and got it after it was initially batted into the air. Executed that kick just about perfectly, didn't they?
Dr. Mike, was that ball pop, was that close to a rugby play?
Sure. The ball, it was a kick. We would call that a chip kick. It hit the ground. It hit, like, the player in the chest and skyrocketed up into a jump ball. Yeah. So, when you got it kind of line driving at you, it's hard to read, particularly a football. Rugby ball's a little easier to read, but a football definitely can go crazy.
I could most definitely see you and Aaron Varnum going after that ball. Well, maybe not.
Nick Green on the carry, looking for some running room and has very little.
Able to make a couple miss, but brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
So
Cuthbert for West Carteret would not be denied that time. Does take time off the clock. We're getting close to 5 minutes to go in this game, and now we got another cramp.
So Green lost 4 yards on the run, setting up a 2nd and 14 from the North 44. And Jay, West Carteret gets a stoppage here, a clock stoppage, and doesn't have to burn a timeout. Did just receive word South Columbus has extended its lead over South Brunswick to 28-14. So South Columbus beating South Brunswick 28-14.
Same score that the Cougars lost last week, 28-14 to Richlands.
Whiteville leading West Brunswick 28-14 in the 3rd quarter. That's the score of the night.
By the way, next week, your FOCUS Broadband crew will be at West Brunswick, where the Trojans will play host to North Myrtle Beach on Friday, September 6th, 7 o'clock kickoff.
Right, number 5, Green, back to
North Myrtle Beach, usually pretty good.
Yeah, North Myrtle Beach lost its season opener last week to Goose Creek on a fairly competitive game. Don't know who the Chiefs had
from their own 44-yard line.
tonight, but we'll see if we can.
We'll see what the offense does.
Just received word, North Myrtle Beach losing 27-21 to Darlington. Believe that game is at North Myrtle Beach.
Well, we'll see them a week from today when they visit Charlotte to take on West Brunswick.
That's Montgomery on the give back to the original line of scrimmage, setting up a 3rd and 10 from the North 48-yard line.
Ridden down by Cuthbert and another player hurt.
Jay, this is got. I mean, I'm not sure I've ever seen it. I'm not sure I've ever seen as many players.
I don't know
down on the turf.
I don't know what the over/under was on leg cramps tonight, but we missed it.
Wish I had the over.
Yeah, we missed it. So there's the visitors from West Carteret. Again, their head coach is Daniel Barrow. They play in a 3A Coastal. Last year they were 6-5, 3-2. They scored 32 a game, but they also gave up about 28 a game. So they're kind of similar, close in this opener against North Brunswick here this evening.
And Jay, as wild as it seems, if West Carteret could come up with a stop here and get the ball back, they'd have a chance. If they take it and go score, we got a 1-possession game.
I know. Who would have thunk that way back when, right? Yeah, they've actually let's see. They've held North to a field goal here in the second half, while scoring a pair of touchdowns.
Mike, it does seem that West Carteret has done a much better job defending the run than they did in the first 24 minutes. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean, I think the stats would prove that as well, but it just kind of has that same feel, right? One, they're defending the run well, and then two, they're getting their passing game going on offense. So it's made it an interesting second half, maybe a lot more so than you would have thought coming into the second half.
3rd and 10 for North Brunswick. They're going to keep it on the ground, and there's the dagger, Jay Bird. 3rd and 10, the Scorpions kept it on the ground.
Josh Cooper.
24, Josh Cooper, and he picked up about 11, maybe 12 yards to the 40-yard line. Yep, 12 yards, and Jay, might, if it's not the dagger, it's awfully close.
PA announcer doing a great job here at North. I think he called him C.J. Cooper that time. I don't know, but we got him as Josh, but whatever he likes, he gets. See, out of bounds or inbounds. If you're north, you hope he's tackled inbounds, but they got a flag too. That may go
Horse
against
collar.
the Patriots. Yeah, let's see how they sort it out.
Campbell to Ashmore for 1 yard, and then probably 15 more on top of that. So I think it'll end up 1st and 10 at the 24.
You know, you were talking about the score, Sam. So remember, 7 of North Brunswick's points tonight came on that kickoff return and the successful point after. Otherwise, it's a one possession, one margin game, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah, this one's had an odd flow.
Mm-hmm.
But North Brunswick trying to deliver the final blow. Man,
Ooh.
Cooper, you're making some nifty cuts there.
Oh.
In traffic. He's inside the 15 to the 13, so another 11 yards for Cooper and a Scorpion first down.
Well, I said CJ. Now I think it's JJ, but whatever. He's juking his way through the line.
Juking and jiving. Maybe it is JJ.
Yeah, angling for some playing time when he's running the football like that. Had 10 yards last week rushing.
3 minutes, 15 seconds left in the ball game. North content with letting that play clock run down as much as it can. And Jay, we talk about the specialists with Miller and Molino. How about this backfield with Montgomery, Nick Green, and now we get a look at Cooper.
Yeah. Cupboards aren't bare. Man,
still going.
Kid likes to play football. That's Cooper again, right?
Got to the 6-yard line for a gain of 7.
Dude. I don't know how big he is, but he's running like a big guy. Perhaps a star is born.
He's got 3 rushes on this drive for 30 yards, so averaging 10 a carry.
Nah, you can do well. You can do well with that kind of consistency and average. So Campbell got the play from the sidelines, and I would kind of think they'd want to keep it on the ground just to keep that clock going. Oh, choker.
Somebody jump. It is a false start against North Brunswick, so takes a 2nd and 3 and makes it 2nd and 8 from the 11. And Jay, I also believe if you're West Carteret, if you could hold North to a minimal gain here, you got to think about calling your timeout. I mean, I know it's 2 minutes and you're down 15, but you can't carry them over to next week.
Yeah, for nothing else, just kind of practice, you know, practice.
Cooper's got it. He's wrestled down at the 11, and there we go. West Carteret is going to call the first of its 3 timeouts right before this 3rd and 7 play from the 10-yard line.
Poindexter in on the tackle that time for the Patriots, senior, and he's been pretty active here tonight. Has number 0, Agent 0, Will Poindexter.
Jay Bird, take me inside the North Brunswick timeout here. You got 3rd and about 6 from the 10-yard line, 152. Your opponent has 2 timeouts left. You're up by 15. Aren't you thinking, okay, worst case scenario here, I don't get it. I bring on Molina. He knocks it in. It's a 3-possession game, and that's all she wrote, right?
I would focus on not giving up the ball. Right, no turnovers, even if it means you don't get as much or any yardage whatsoever. Just keep that clock moving, and we'll make a 4th down decision after that.
Do you say anything to your center about the snap?
I would say hike. Hut 1, hut 2, hike.
And it was a perfect one. Cooper's got it again. Jay's just
tough
barreling his way toward the 5-yard line. He got 4 yards, and West Carteret's going to use another timeout.
Did he pick up the first?
No,
Okay.
about 2 yards shy.
Okay.
Scorps. Second timeout. Taken by
Boy,
West
Cooper
Carteret.
has come in and run hard, hasn't he?
Sure has. Yeah, we'll have to, before we see North Brunswick again, do some digging around and see what the story is on J.J. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr. Was that a TV show?
I think so.
And was he like a basketball coach or something? Or was he like a hot dog salesman? Or I forget.
I remember nothing about the show other than there was some basketball.
It was
league.
something about Cooper.
And Jay, here we, as we thought might happen, Molina has come on with the field goal unit. Will be a 23-yarder from here, and this would effectively ice this one away, making it a 3-possession game. It was a good snap, a good hold. Molina's kick is up, and Molina's kick is good. His perfect night continues, and with 1:38 left in the game and North Brunswick moving its lead to 41-23, that should just about do it. 18-point advantage for the Scorpions, who are a minute and a half from improving to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, pretty. I forget the word you used. It was the right word, but the game has had a hard time finding an ebb and flow, and for lots of reasons. But despite that, you hang 41 points up in the game. You had a really good offensive night, and defensively they made some big plays and kind of held down what everyone was led to believe would be a very potent passing attack. Haven't seen it that much tonight, but it might be just because North Brunswick's played some pretty good defense and certainly had some pressure early on.
So now it's Miller's turn to come in and boom one through the end zone for a touchback. So West Carteret comes back onto the field for a 1st and 10 at its own 20. Only a minute and 38 left to go in this one. CJ Havelock leading Laney 45-16 late in that one. Whiteville up on West Brunswick now 34-14. So that game was tied at 14, and Whiteville scored 20 unanswered, 21 yards on the pitch and catch from Payne to Hester.
Hester's had a pretty good second half here for the visitors. I think Hester a little sore after that play.
Long out route from Payne to Cartwright from the 41 out to the 47-yard line, a gain of 6.
And recognize that North Brunswick kind of in a prevent defense here. I mean, they're really soft underneath. They're just letting them have short completions, nothing long, nothing big.
Yep, 2 deep safeties. Jay, it's a complete pass for a 1st down, but I believe we're going to have some kind of procedure penalty.
Well, as they sort out the penalty, which is procedure, but Asher Limbert that time, big hit.
He's got to be the little brother of Gavin and Levi.
You took the words. You know, the Limbert family has had a player here forever and a day, it seems like, so.
Is the Limberts and the Greens, who are supplying about half of Coach Davis's roster.
Sure do a good job of
Quarterback draw. Payne looking for running room. Has got very little.
Well, I tell you what, it's Josh Howard. How many times have you and the PA guy called his name out tonight, Sam? Quite a few.
Quite a few. Also an excellent high school baseball player.
Is he really?
Josh Hauser.
Okay.
3rd and 6. He's going to throw it into double coverage. Very well covered by North Brunswick, and that will set up a 4th and 6 from the West Carteret 45-yard line. 38.9 seconds left to go in the game. And Jay, this is all just a formality here, but North Brunswick a play away from officially salting this one away.
Yeah, Whiters again showing good defensive coverage on that play. You know, I think one of the
Well, West Carteret has life yet.
trying to get out of bounds, a smart play.
Number 13 able to get out of bounds.
Smart play by Tanner. You know, I think one of the real differences here tonight, and I know Mike talked about it earlier, the three things in football, offense, defense, and special teams. The special teams for North have been great tonight. A couple of field goals, a kickoff return for a touchdown, the number of touchbacks that Molina's caused.
2 for 2 on field goal tries.
Perfect point after, and some great punting by number 7, Holland Miller, as well. So tremendous effort this evening by North Brunswick, but I think first and foremost led by their special teams group. Got to be happy when you look at that.
Was about 7 yards from Payne to Cartwright down to the 33-yard line. And West Carteret wanted its last time out with 22.9 seconds left in the game. The Patriots trailing by 18. So, Jay, if you're North Brunswick, you got a 48-0 win over East Bladen on the road in your season opener. And then imperfect but solid win over West Carteret in week 2 in your home opener. You got to be feeling pretty good 2 weeks in, huh?
You do, and you mentioned they're home again next week against Swansboro, which, are they in the same conference as West Carteret? I believe they are. Wow.
Hauser again.
Tremendous game by
And
Hauser.
Jay tackled Murray shy of the line to gain, so that game clock continues to run.
Hauser had 6 tackles last week. I bet he's got 16 tonight.
This is probably going to be the last snap. And it's stripped and incomplete. So that will do it. The official final, North Brunswick improves to 2-0 with a 41-23 victory over the visiting West Carteret Patriots. Jay, parting thoughts?
Well, again, I thought they played excellent special teams. Really impressed by their new quarterback, Jonah Campbell. And Montgomery gives you the tough yards, and then they got speedsters like Nick Green and Webb. And, you know, who knows, maybe we'll see some more of J.J. Cooper because he ran the ball awfully well here in the last half of the fourth quarter. But solid effort, 2-0 for the Scorps to start the season.
And don't forget, folks, we will be at West Brunswick High School a week from tonight as the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs travel to Charlotte. So we'll have North Myrtle Beach at West Brunswick for the FOCUS Broadband TV Game of the Week. Tonight, it was North Brunswick 41, West Carteret 23. The Scorpions improved to 2-0 on the young season. For Mike Maurer, Nathan Evers, Jake Holmes, I'm Sam Hickman. Good night from Leland. We'll see you next week from Charlotte on the FOCUS Broadband TV Game of the Week.